Good morning, Slurry. How you doing, brother? You can see all my gear. I don't know if you can see it, but it is wet. Had still got thunder, so hopefully, fingers crossed, as much as I can cross them. We're gonna see how it goes. This little storm just passed. I can see some. I can see some blue sky, but I've been sitting in my truck for the last 30 minutes. I had to come pull up the scupper plugs up out of my kayak to let the water out. Cause I was set up. I was ready to go. So I'm using my Zephyr right now. I'm trying to get it dialed in for maximum usage, but then I'm gonna go throw the PB crawler. I got the little Comet minnow from MEPS on here right now. Not necessarily trying to catch anything. I just want to get, and I love this thing. I don't know if you've seen it before or not, but I've caught, stop it, on the bigger one, I've caught a bunch of big stripes and stuff on it. Bass, stripes, bluegill, I mean, everything will hit it. I think I've about got this thing dialed in. So I've had a couple people that have got the Zephyr and they were not happy with it, so they couldn't get it dialed in. And I've told them to bring it to me because they don't live too far from me. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can get it dialed in. And this is the Zephyr, and I mean, that looks pretty dialed in to me. I mean, Scotty B, what's up, brother? How are you today? Hey, Josh, how's it going, bro? I mean, all right. About heading to work. Awesome. My buddy from work just called me, but I'm not going in. I would have if he needed me. I wouldn't have liked it because I already had my kayak in the water. You know how that goes. But I'm getting ready to go throw the my new PB crawler. Like I said, I just want to make sure I got that dialed in. I think I can get it dialed in a little bit better to where I can get a little bit farther cast out of it. But I'm going with that one, the chrome with the pink underbelly and the purplish top. Of course, you know I got some more in there. Oh man, I appreciate that, Scott. Appreciate that a lot, man. Good morning, Sammy. How are you? Trying to do something here. I can, y'all blue see you better. So, yeah, so we just got some rain coming through. The water is only 85 degrees, which is the coolest the water has been in a minute. So, I mean, it feels good. Look, I look like I'm skiing. So I know it's gotta feel good to the fish. Yeah, Scotty, let me know how you like that Patriot, man. Good morning, Feather. How are you? Well, I don't know about all that, Sammy, but I definitely do appreciate it. It sounds good. My kids might argue that one. All right, check it out. So we're getting over here in these areas. This is my favorite place to throw the top water. Yes, I think that's the same one I got, Scott. And I really like it. I don't have it with me today, but I mean, I do. It's in the truck, but. Someone's taking care of your car right now. Riverside Shenanigans just went live this morning, so I got a new song out there for y'all. Oh, there we go, already hit it. Are we still on? Look at that. Look at that. And people are like, I don't know why you like the PB crawler so much. And I'm like, man, the proof's in the pudding. Good morning, little dear. How are you? Hey, you have to calm down there, Spanky. We got the same goal right now. We both want you back in the water. Hey. I'd like you to go back in the water without my lure, if you don't mind. Alright, frogs are still out. Come on. You can chill out for just a second. Open your mouth. Stop it. Come on, open up. Alright, there we go. Got a clean release. First fish today, jumped right out of my hand again. That was not bad. That's not a bad way to start right there. Uno. Fish don't care about that. I have a buddy of mine who plays his classic rock as loud as he can while he's fishing, and he still kills them. Sound ain't got nothing to do with why I'm bad at fishing. I'm just bad at it. That fish was just good at biting the hook. Thanks, Skeeter. Appreciate that. And good morning, Lux, by the way. And I am glad you're up in here. Yeah, but I got a buddy. The first time I went out with him, he was just blaring classic rock the whole time. I'm like, dude, you're a little loud. He's like, yeah, I'm not out here, just be miserable. I'm here to have fun. And it's like a party the whole time, and he still just catches them left and right. Whatever lure I think dude's got a magic touch. Well, Sammy, thank you so much. Sammy, make sure you, if you don't mind, make sure you double tap that screen for me and subscribe. If you do content, you're in a good little community, because we all kind of support each other, and we'll definitely subscribe back. It's kind of what we do. And if I missed anyone, good morning, and I'm glad y'all are here. I appreciate you stopping in with me. We just had rain come through, so good thing about fishing gear, it's good to get wet, because I had it all set up and I was fitting to get in the water, and this guy's had other plans. Well, you can't really see her right now, can you? That True 22, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sammy. Definitely get it back. Well, right now it's covered up in water because I had a rainstorm, but looks like there's a lot of debris. Or I saw yesterday someone saying that you can actually, on some of these, you can actually see the thermocline in the water. And right now we just had a big rainstorm, so the thermocline may be a little out of whack. Yeah, Sammy. Skeeter just subbed to you. Tell you what, I am just grateful to be out here today. I wanted to come out last night, but we got the grandbabies at the house, and my wife was just tired. We had the grandbabies most of the week, and just two of them. But and she's been trying to get her work done. She's getting ready to go back to school and stuff. She's the nurse at high school. But so I was like, I just need to stay home and help her out. And mama comes first. Happy wife, y'all understand. But yeah, thankful to be out here. Like I said, I don't always get the opportunity to be out here, so I'm glad I am. And what about y'all? You got anything to be thankful for today, other than just waking up? Because That's a pretty good blessing. I'm gonna work my way around this point back here. Backtrack, what's up? Good morning, sir. Hope you're doing okay this morning. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate you, bud. Josh, my man, I feel you right there. I was pretty happy about my first cast. Well, my first cast with the PB crawler. I was tuning in my Zephyr. Man, I had me a good old biscuit. I threw half of it in the water for the fish, but I had to stop Jack's get my morning constitution. I've got to get me a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit just about every morning. They see me pulling in and just start making me a fresh one. Well, Sammy, I don't know if anyone told you this or not today, but I think you're pretty great too, brother. Boom. Boom. Yeah, gotta love fresh biscuit first thing in the morning. Yeah, my weight was going down. I got down to like 243. I'm back up to 250. 248, close enough. We're gonna see what happens. I got another doctor visit next week about my stuff. There we go. Talking about warheads on foreheads. I popped them right in the face with that one. What's up, one? I'm not gonna say all that, but that's funny. The fancy. I got a buddy of mine who did the Pokemon challenge with all of his little Pokemon lures, and surprisingly, he actually did pretty good with them. Yeah, that's true. 22. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I love it out here. It's a private lake. It's not my lake. I don't ever want anyone to think that I'm trying to pass it off as my property because it's not. But I absolutely love it. And there are a lot of bass in here. Just there's not a lot of water flow, so once it gets really hot, it gets really stagnant. That's why I've come to the conclusion on. So I'm waiting for the temperatures to drop again. We're gonna see how it does. Today it's 85 degrees, which is the coolest this water's been in a minute. But yeah, I bring my my kids out here all the time, and we'll swim out here and stuff too. Well, Sammy, that's good, man. I'm glad to hear that. Well, I love you too. That's what we're supposed to do. There's a little point right here I'm throwing at. There's usually fish all around it. Well, and there was a second ago. I popped one in the face. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm getting sprinkling again. So I was looking at the barometric pressure thing. I was watching it climb from 29.04 to 2907. So that's where I'm at right now. That sounds like a full day right there. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I would definitely like to be part of a good old boil right now. I snapped it. No better than that. Yeah, Josh did put together a Discord for just fishing conversation for all of us who like running our mouths about fishing. So I thought that was pretty cool. Make sure y'all join up to that. Oh yeah, it just started raining again. That don't hurt my feelings. It starts raining any harder. I'm going to change hats though, so I put my big sombrero hat on to keep my phone dry. There we go. Sometimes you just got to work things out. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you definitely need to post some pictures of that. Y'all doing crawfish and stuff, I assume? Crab, shrimp, sausage. Creek Seeker, what's up, brother? Good morning. Oh, I appreciate those diamonds. Thank you. I just saw those. Because when it's in the white, I can't. When I'm looking at when it's all up in there, I can't see it. Yeah, right. You brought it for me. All right, so I got to change hats right quick. Watch, I'm going to let that just sit out there. Sometimes I'll get a hit. This thing looks just like a dragonfly. And right here in the summertime, the thing we ain't got a shortage of is dragonfly. So look at my big old sombrero hat. In the summertime, I like this. It's take my smaller hat off. Of course, when it's raining, I turn it around the other way because it's got these fans on it. All right, let's catch a fish. I'll move back over to shallow. I'm telling you, when where I first cast over there and I caught that bass, that's at one of the runoffs. I come in from on the mountains and stuff in here, and usually when it rains, they pile up in that area so they can ambush the bugs and stuff getting washed into the water. I mean, I ain't talked to them about it, but I'm pretty sure that's why they do it. Tightlines Mafia, what's going on? Good morning. Glad to have you in here, bro. Oh, hey, check it out. So I didn't, obviously, I got I finally was able to monetize my stuff. And I did the members thing. You know, I do a giveaway every month, but the members only are going to have special giveaways. And pretty much whatever I get from the memberships is going to go back towards the giveaway. So I guess it's almost like a potluck or a lottery, but it's so we've already got 6 people eligible for the giveaway, and I'm gonna probably give away might give away 2 or 3 giveaways depending on how it looks. But this month we're just gonna do it just to see how it goes. But so we're gonna do it for August, so we got a little bit of time. But y'all sub up whenever you can, if you can. Yeah, man, we're definitely looking to see that. True, I'm in Central Alabama, brother. Well, Sammy, you have a wonderful day, my friend. Thank you for stopping in. We definitely appreciate you coming in and interacting with the chat and everything. And thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. Rhino Hooks just went live. He's not supposed to go live yet. Hey, Ryan. How you doing, buddy? I've been doing good. Feeling a little bit better. Got finally getting back out here on the water. The water is 85 degrees. This is the coolest the water has been, like, in a month. Like I said the other day, I thought it was cold, but it was just so hot outside that it felt cold. What in the world did I do? Oh, that's funny. All right. Thought I did a backlash, but I did not. Ugh. Man, I always love going to the Bass Pro Shops, but not because I have to. I'd rather go because I want to. Man, I hate to hear that. I've done it. I was going down a river one time. I was walking along a rock that had a pretty, I don't know what I was thinking, but I tried walking along down that rock, and sure enough, what do? I slipped down there. My tackle box went right into the water, sank, gone. I jumped in after it, but the current had already taken it. I don't know where it went. Someone enjoyed that. That's for sure. Warren Jackson. Get back over here closer to the shore. I'm liking I ain't got no wind with this rain. I figured with the storms blowing through, we have a little bit of wind. I mean, there's a small breeze, but nothing to brag about. True, that's the truest thing I heard today. That ain't no joke. Kind of like going gambling. I put money that I'm gonna gamble with in one pocket. I put my winnings in the other pocket, and I just do it like that. And when one's empty, I'm gone. But that's a good idea for Bass Pro Shop. Do my shopping beforehand as far as what do I want to get, and I go get it and get out. It's nice to still look at other stuff, but you keep it planned. I like it. Alright, getting closer to that runoff right there. And there's a trench that's about 4 or 5 feet deep right over there. And a lot of times the bigger bass will lay down in there. Sometimes they'll come up and just blow up. But a lot of the smaller bass, they hang out all around the grass and stuff right there. There's a little lay down log. So I got a few new baits from PB Crawler yesterday. I got all the mystery colors, and then I got their mini glide, which I'm going to give that a try here. I got that tied on. I'm going to give that a try here in a minute. And I got the PB epoxy. So I don't know if you can see the dark spot right through there, but that's that trench I was just speaking of a minute ago. I'm literally in like 2 feet of water, but that trench is like probably 4 feet deep right here. Yeah, you see that trench a little bit better right now because it's getting a little bit more shallow. And it's not but like, it's probably about 2 or 3 feet wide over here, a little bit further, but so it's not real wide. It's just a little trench where the water come down, just where it out. There we go. There we went. All right, so there's 1.5 bass. But he told on himself, I know where he's at. Nah, had him. Like I said, it gets real shallow around here. So back here, so if you can get it right by them, they usually strike at it. Like I'm right there in that grass. And there was in the late spring, I'd come back here and I'd stand up and I could just see I could like, it's almost like hunting. It's like I could visually see them, and I could just throw at them and I'd get them. But since it's gotten hotter, they've definitely moved to shallower stuff. They're still hanging out up here, but nothing like it is when it's cooler. I'm hoping with the water being cooler, we got a good, real good overcast. First time I've gotten that. Of course, I had to get out here in the rain, but that's okay. I don't mind the rain. See what we got over here on this side of the island real quick. A little deeper over there. I have parked it over here and got out and walked. It's just that shallow. I'm getting ready to tempt my vertigo and stand up so I can see what's going on over here. That's always entertaining for everybody. Try not to do that in the too deep areas. I try to keep it to the shallower areas, or if I do fall, I can just land on my feet. Not get my camera and stuff in there. Alright, so I'm in just a few inches of water here. But this is why I love my kayak. Ooh, I can take this big old hat off. Alright, there we go. Y'all for stopping in. I appreciate y'all. Man, I tell you what, you take that sombrero off, that thing is like an acoustic sound barrier. You take it off and I feel like I was screaming a minute ago. Alright, let's get another one right here. Boom. Ah, meant to go back a little bit further, but that's okay. Man, where's everyone watching from this morning? There we go. I need to get the pad daddies back out here. Slurry. Yeah, Slurry lives right down the road from where I used to live. Alright. Pearland, Texas. Alright, I used to live in Texas. Moved around a lot. We lived in Irving, Arlington, Houston, Dallas. And that was all, I guess, 4th and 5th grade. And I like it when people tell them where they're from, because a lot of the times they're like, I used to live right by you. Yeah. SWC, what's up, brother? How you doing? We about to move on. I know they're in here because they're hitting it, but they ain't grabbing it. Put one more up there under that tree. Oh, all right, cool. I actually touched one of the bottom leaves on the tree. I was looking at fly rods last night. Man, I was looking at some used ones on Marketplace, and it was like, whew, them things ain't no joke. I know there's some cheap ones that you can get, but man, they some real expensive ones too. All right, now that the rain's come and gone, now we got fog on the water. I love that. You giving them a head start? I love it, bro. That is awesome. How long before the turn-ins or all that, or before you, how long is the contest? That's what I'm trying to say. we go over by those trees, I'm gonna throw the top water a little bit more because you know that's where I've caught my two of my three biggest out of this lake is by those trees with top water. One of them was with the PB crawler, but I want to throw this this PB glide. I want to see how that does. Okay, cool. Well, y'all gonna kill it. I know it. I'm excited, but enjoying watching that journey the first time around. I think we'll enjoy it just as much second. How many times have y'all been in it? Okay, cool. Very cool. How many times have y'all been in the money? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, y'all killed it on that last one. But like you said, unless somebody did something just miraculous, y'all were gonna, you knew you were gonna get it. All right, let's get over here by these laydowns. And we'll come back to that ridge. I really want to throw that PB glide over in that corner over there, where those bigger fish are always ambushing the little ones. Some cheating dude in New York. Yeah, I know, this is great, and I like it because not only is it live, but I like it because you can really interact. Some interaction is a lot better than others, obviously, but I do like. That's probably my favorite thing about it was, really, I was trying to do fishing videos for my music. Oh yeah, shameless plug. Y'all check out my music if you don't mind. I definitely appreciate that. Listening to it on YouTube Music actually helps me out the most, or buying it on iTunes. But I'll be happy with people just listening to it on anywhere. Just if you like it, I appreciate y'all listening to it. Anyway, I was just trying to get some videos for some video footage so I could put that in my music, and it was killing my phone as far as the memory space and whatnot. And so I tried doing it live, and that made it a lot easier as far as memory goes in my phone. But I really just started really enjoying interacting with everybody, and it's like the core group of people that were there at the beginning are kind of still here, and I really like that. Right? Hey, didn't you see a picture with him? Didn't you have a picture with him at, just here recently? Wasn't that who was on the picture? Yeah, technology definitely makes it easier to reach out with people, and if you can get their attention, most of them are good people, and they'll sit there and interact with you, and you can become friends, and it's cool. It's easy to become friends with people. Thought that's who you had in that picture. Yeah, SWC. This is actually the coolest the water has been in probably a month, and it's 85.23 degrees. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I think the only two famous people I've had in my videos, and I think about it, was Eric Anders. I don't know if you know him from MMA fighting. Back when my kids were doing metal detecting videos, Eric came and sat down with them. He had just had surgery, so his son actually metal detected with my kids. But they asked him, they had a bunch of questions they wanted to ask him. They kind of interviewed him. Eric's a super good dude. He lives here in Alabama, not too far from me, and I mean, just super super good. And then the other person was Colt Ford's guitarist. My son and I hung out with him for like an hour before a concert one time. Yeah, it's been in the 90s here. So I was saying the other day, it was so hot outside. I put my foot in the water. I'm like, hey, at least it's nice and cool in the water. That's awesome. Turned on my depth finder and it was over 90 degrees. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, you gotta have your feelers out there. I really haven't fished a topwater over this lay down before like this. Usually I'm out there casting in or I'm casting in front of them. But let's give them something different. I'm about to try the PB Glide over here. I have started using soft plastics. That's the other thing with starting the live was I was trying to get outside my comfort zone because I've never really used soft plastics. And people have been helping me with that, learning how to use them. That was my biggest thing. I couldn't figure them out. You know, and at least there I could like put one on and be like, no, 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 dummy, that's not it. Don't do it that way. I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't know. Nah, that's not where I wanted to go with that. Not too far from the airport, so you know the clouds are low when you hear a plane and you can't find it. I mean, I think as far as the drive goes, I'm about 25 minutes from it. As far as the planes go, they're about 4 minutes from it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've been seeing, it's funny because since I've been following your channel, the whole algorithm thing, but since I've been following your channel, I've been getting a lot more people from Lake Okeechobee. And I think that's hilarious. It's just funny how the algorithm works. Just figuring the whole thing out. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'd like to meet him. Again, the other side, and I'm gonna throw that PV Glide. Like I said, I really want to give that a try. What else I got tied? Oh yeah, and I got that little finesse thing tied on. Yeah, my depth finder just found the tree. It's all excited. Ah, Taco Man was up. Good morning. Now I'm hungry. Ugh, I could go for a good taco. Yeah, Kevin, he's a good dude. I heard a lot of good things about him. That's definitely someone I would like to meet. Taco Man, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate that. Try and get some fish tacos going here. Ah. All right, let me throw one along the bank behind me. And then we're gonna try the PB Glide. Say, come on. Here, fishy, fishy. Depth finder still digging that tree that I'm by. Tell you what, I've made some of the goofiest casts this morning. It's not even always a backlash. I keep getting it wrapped around my handle. I don't know what I'm doing to do that. I bet they are. I bet they're learning some tips. I'm gonna try it one more time. What is your malfunction? What did I do? Let me get out of this tree and I'm gonna give the PB Glide a try. So I also got the PB epoxy. I know he uses the PB epoxy for saltwater a lot, the guy who owns the company, but I also wanted to give it a try here because one of the things that he catches with it a lot is stripes, and we have a lot of stripes. Don't have stripes here, I doubt, but okay. Trey McKinney, all right. I got a buddy of mine at work who does tournaments, and I want to go. I want to go out with him so bad. I'm always like, let me be your net man. Come on. And honestly, it's just because I want to learn from him. He tells me stuff, but I'm one of them people I got to see it and do it myself to really learn. They all right, let's give this one of my magic spots right here. I haven't seen any fish over there this morning. Usually I can see fish over there, and I'm not seeing any this morning. Pull this in and we're gonna go with the glide. It's a slow sink glide. I'm not a big fan of the slow sinks. I like them to get down there a little bit, but bluegill usually does good around here. Pretty much anywhere I've fished in Alabama, I've noticed that my bluegill baits seem to do some of the better ones. And I really like the bluegill pattern on this one. Come here, big boy. And just in case the fish want to know where it came from, boom, they're being vandalized by. But it's got a real good pattern on it. I like it. Be gone, bee. But yeah, I usually like the fast sink glide baits. Monkey Biz, what's up? Good morning to you. Thank you for stopping in. But I'll get this thing more by the shores though, or up by the shore. Walk it back out. It swims really good. It's got good action. Monkey Biz, how you doing this morning? Alright. So like I said, this is my first time throwing this one. PB Fish has a 6-inch and a 4-inch PB glide. And this is the 4-inch. Like I said, I want to get the 6-inch. But we're going to see how this one does. And I don't think they have an option for the fast sync versus. So if you want it to be a fast sync, you gotta put like some treble wire on it or something like that. Has anyone else ever used that before? I was mad. I bought some from 6 cents, and I paid like, I think it cost me like $18 with shipping and everything, and they sent me like three feet of solder wire. And I'm like, well, I got thousands and thousands of yards of this at work. It's just like, it just brought me some home without some flex. It had no flex in it, or flux, not flex. Just use that. I was like, man, I'm pretty sure it's $18 with shipping and everything. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't usually feel ripped off by companies, but I felt a little sour about that one. Yeah, but this is the lure I want to use over there in the other corner. They do a lot of ambushing back there, but it's got good walking action. Oh, I gotta put more line on this one. I keep forgetting about that. I'll take it over here, this corner over here first. See how it does before I go over yonder to the other side of the lake. So I want to throw this finesse rod too, and I'll throw that over here in this corner over here. Usually a lot of smaller fish over here. I know there were when I threw my biscuit over here this morning. This thing hasn't gotten tangled at all. Look, it got stuck in the tail. I really like the paint job on it, definitely. Hey, birdie. I'll poop on my truck. What time is it? What time is it? All right, so it's 7:30 my time. So Rhino Hooks is going to go live 8 o'clock his time. I really want to see his live, so I want to make sure I'm watching for that, because I will. I'm going to end the live so I can watch that. Be officially his first official one. He's got some stuff he wants to go over. So, and I really liked his little promo for it. I thought it was pretty cool. He did good. You know, it's funny. I know they're not on the beds, but every now and then I'll come over here, and they'll be on these little beds, still protecting them, and I think that's funny. Let me see if I can stand up without end up jumping out of the boat. See how my vertigo is doing this morning. I see what's going on a little bit better. every now and then I like to test my vertigo out. But that's one thing I like about having all these stabilizers on this canoe, the outriggers on the kayak. It makes a huge difference. All right. I feel nothing right here. Gotta remember what pole I have. So let me try the, tell you what, when it rained before I got out here, I just realized how much water this seat on this kayak will actually hold. It definitely holds some water. K-Pup, what's up? Ellie, good morning. Well, thank you, Ellie. I appreciate that. So, this is the reel I got out of the surprise box from Cast King, and then this is the rod I picked up for it. I'm liking it. Doing good, K-Pup. I'm out here on the water. I'm not at work, which I wouldn't mind. I like my job, so and people I work with, that helps. But we just had some rain come through. So as far as small baits go, this has always been one of my favorite baits right here. Let me get it over here. This is the Comet Minnow by Meps. And I've caught stripe on them. Now granted, this one's a little bit smaller because I knew I was going to have smaller gear. But like I said, I'm still trying to figure out. I usually don't use this stuff. I usually go with the bigger stuff. But the Meps minnow like this, it's a little bit bigger. I've caught stripes on it. Caught catfish, bass, regular bass. Caught all kinds of stuff on it. So far we've gotten one today. And it was like my first cast with the new PB crawler. Had two blow up on it and I missed it. And other than that, I have a rooster tail somewhere. I was going to put that on this too, but I don't know what I did with that. I have a few more in my thing at home, but since I've been doing more bass fishing, I haven't. Oh, there was one on there. I haven't been using the smaller stuff, but I'm also thinking about looking at what is it? Fly fishing. I really want to try fly fishing. Does anybody in here do any fly fishing at all? Or have you in the past? Because I do have some creeks around here. I've telling my wife, I just haven't got out to the creeks in years, and I want to. And the more I'm watching, like the River Sith and Reel and all them, it's like just making me itch to get back out there, especially in this heat. Good Lord, this heat. Today's not bad at all. When I yesterday when I went to work, it was 68 degrees. I'm like, where'd that come from? I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I'm gonna keep trying to get a little bit more distance out of this thing. Third G, what's up? Good morning. Appreciate you stopping in. So I just got this, just catch you up. I got this BFS reel the other day out of the Cast King real surprise box. So I went and got me a pole to go with it. This is Zephyr. And I like how it looks. It's a good looking reel. Shoot, Amazon thought I made a mistake when I ordered some finesse line for it. Yeah, I like the black and gold, definitely. I could have paired up a better color line, but that's what works, right? Well, I mean, dirt. I gave away 2 rods last month. Wait, today the 1st? Yeah, try doing giveaways. Of course, this month's not going to be a rod. It's going to be a real surprise box from Cast King. Dirt, where you from, man? We got people coming here from all over the place, but I'm in Central Alabama myself. I'm gonna see if I can find that rooster tail. You know, I didn't put a swivel on this. But my line's gonna be all twisted. Yeah, we're still right there at 85 degrees. That's awesome. I'm so excited about that. Oh man, I appreciate that. Man, you're in a decent community. Do you do fishing content? Or any kind of content? One thing I really like about this little community, I feel like I'm lucky enough to be part of, is they do a real good job supporting each other. Hey, we're all small YouTubers, brother. That's like I said, we're all trying to grow this thing a little bit. Yeah, I would definitely sub back when I get done with my live. I wish I could do it from here. Nope, can't do it. I can put you in timeout. Don't want to do that though. But I can't sub you from here, and I hate that. I wish I could. Definitely wish I could sub people from here. I know if you do a comment on one of my shorts, I can always find you easier. But man, if you don't mind, check out my music when you get a chance. Not now, not now. Let me keep watching me drown lures. But later, check out my music. I don't know if y'all can see him. There's a bird on that log right there. He's been following me around for a little bit. Ooh, ever? I guess the biggest thing I've ever caught was a hammerhead shark, but my official biggest bass is a little over 5 pounds, 5.09, so 5.1. And right now, I'm actually going for some little stuff because I got this reel, so I got to use it. Yeah, it's about 7.5 feet if I remember correctly. I was about 19, so that was well over 30 years ago. Hey Thomas, how you doing this morning? Fishing for bass right now. I just got this finesse rod. Well, I don't know why I picked my phone up. Like I'm showing you the woods is going to show you, but I just got this finesse reel from Cast King. I got the real surprise box, and they sent me this. I got the Zephyr out of it. It's a good looking reel. So I bought a matching rod to go with it, and this is actually, I have the Kestrel Elite, the Kestrel Elite finesse system. Really haven't used it much. Caught a 4-pounder on it though, one time. But I was like, well, let me give this a try. And then I'm getting ready to go back to fishing for bass again in a minute. John, good morning, sir. I have actually. My friend Real Outdoors 42, he actually got me to where, okay, so when I started doing these lives, I was really looking for people to help me get outside my comfort zone because I've always used hard baits and I've never used plastic baits. And majority of that reason was because I just couldn't, I just couldn't figure out how to hook them up right and all that. So I felt like I was always doing it wrong. But he got me hooked on using the flukes, and he sent me some bubblegum flukes, and I actually had one tied up the last time I came out. And I do have some Morning Dawn worms that I was using, so those are pretty close to, still got the pink in there, and they those were working pretty good, and then the bite quit on that. Oh, that's cool. Where are you from, Dirt? They're around Lake Erie, so are you in Michigan? Oh yeah, I did mention my music a minute ago. Riverside Shenanigans went live today, just in case no one heard that earlier. Should be on all platforms by now, but I know it's definitely on here. Okay, you're in Ohio. We got Skeeters from Ohio. I used to live in Ohio, but I'm from Michigan. So one thing about those lakes, you say you're fishing one of them. I mean, you got some possibilities of what state you're still in. I guess you're up in northern Ohio. When I lived in Ohio, I was down by Dayton, so I was down in southern. I live just south of Dayton. Yeah, there's definitely some good folks up there in Ohio that do some YouTubing. You are exactly right, sir. And, Creek, this is a Creek Seeker. I'm actually trying this out because I plan on using it when I come up there to that creek that's in between us when I meet you up there and we go walking. That's actually why I want to get this dialed in. I mean, I think it's pretty well dialed in. I'd like to get a little bit. My man, you're right. I do need to. I've just been more worried about the casting of it. Like I said, I've used the bigger one. This is the first time I've used a smaller one. That's all they had. I was okay with that because I knew I was going to get some finesse stuff. But the bigger one, I've caught all kinds of stuff on it. Appreciate that, John. Definitely. But I'm feeling pretty good about my casting with it. After going with the bigger rods, I didn't know how I was going to go with this one. And down here is usually where there's a lot smaller fish at. This is at the end of the dam, so that's all a dam right there going along that way. And it's about, well, it goes about from a foot to about 12 foot, but there's usually a pretty good bit of fish up in here, especially around this lay down log over here. All right, there we go. There we went. I'm in central Alabama. Something hit it. Let's see if I can't pull something out from under that log. That'd be nice. So Birmingham's like dead in the middle of Alabama. And I am about 31 minutes northeast of Birmingham. I know that because I make that drive twice a day, every day. I work in Birmingham. And all my wife's family's up in Gadsden, so Springville is right in the middle of the two of them, right up 59. Hey Robert, how's it going? Yeah, so far I only got one. I'm getting ready to switch back to something else. I just wanted to give this this finesse beta a try over here. I want to give it its due. The problem I have is like I got the PB crawler tied on today, and the problem with the PB crawler is it's such a fun bait that when you do tie it on, you usually don't want to stop fishing with it. I don't know if you've used that one or not before, but I'm getting ready to use this one. I'm going to take it back over to this other corner over here. I just wanted to, like I said, give that finesse its due diligence. Because I definitely want to walk some creeks. So I'm going to probably take that one or my purple rod that I'm going to pull out that has the PB crawler on it. I'll probably pull that out. Dirt, I appreciate you, man. Sub up. Like I said, check out my music. And I would definitely be looking forward to talking to you again. Oh, you're from Montgomery? Cool. Man, that's the coolest thing. It's like I can meet people from Indonesia or I can meet people from here in Alabama. Creek Seeker, he's just to the east of me, or I'm sorry, to the west of me. But I love that. And, you know, I got Greenwater Dragons, really like him, really good dude. Met him. He lives just in Clay. I'm in Springville. I mean, it's like the next city over. It's just, it kills me how, you know, we can all get together and whatnot. Ricky Bobby. Oh, you're in a bass tournament, man. That's awesome. Man, I hope to slay him. Appreciate you stopping in, definitely. I'm not going to be out here too long, Dave. I've got to go home and cook some chicken and dumplings for my wife. So, on her birthday, she had to get chicken and dumplings, which her grandmother taught me how to cook before she passed away. So, it's my wife's favorite, chicken and dumplings. Or she gets lasagna, which that's my recipe. And for our anniversary, she gets one of those. And I mean, I'll cook them for her the rest of the year too. I'm not a jerk, but I mean, I can be. But yeah, anyway, different story, different day, I guess. But she gets, and then what's that one? The Hallmark one we're told what to do. Valentine's Day, which I am anti-Valentine's Day, but definitely gotta go home and cook for Mama. So. All right, there they go. They're starting to hit up there by the shore now. Creek Seeker, did you hear your name? We were talking about you. Where was that one at? That was over there by the shore. And we may be putting the PB crawler back on here in a minute. But yeah, I got some stuff from PB Fish, and I wanted to come give them a try. That's not fishing, right? There we go. That's why. I got tangled up in the hook. I just said a second ago. One thing I was digging about this hasn't got tangled up at all. Yeah, Creek Thomas up here. He's from Montgomery, so another Bama boy in the house. Yeah, definitely a bigger fan of the fast sink, but that's all right. And then when my buddy Tim, I know Creek saw it, he was in there, but he won a box from a tackle box the other day from AJ Gore's page on Monday or Tuesday night. And then next time he comes in here, I'm hoping that him and I can go find a creek to go walking up, maybe over there and harass Creek Seeker, go fishing with him. I really like the action of this. It's got really good action. I want to try their 6-inch glide, but I love, so these Alabama guys are going to understand that, you know, how bluegill go in here. Watch out, went home the other day and had like 4 ticks on me. I can't play around with ticks because, you know, I love eating meat. I don't want to get that tick disease where you're allergic to red meat. I'd just die. I probably would because, you know, I'm diabetic too, and my doc said you can eat all the meat you want. Keep the protein coming. Yeah, they're over there starting to hit up there, and that's a little shallow spot. All right. It looks like everyone's coming alive now. That's what I'm talking about. Oh man, that happens. I had that happen one day when I was loading up my kayak. I didn't realize I was standing right inside of a real small ant hill, and I was like, huh. I knew once I figured it out for sure. But yeah, my wife's freaked out by ticks. That's probably the one thing that freaks her out more than anything. And she just gave me the tweeters. I'm like, baby, you still need to check things out for me. Come on, I can't see everything. She just gets so freaked out by ticks. Saw 4 big blow-ups, and then now the lake's like glass again. I'm hoping it's starting to wake up. Water level's still at 85, still got good cloud cover. I'm really digging this. Thomas, you really traveling when you go fishing? I need to start traveling. I was hoping with the monetization, once I get that fully going, that'll help pay for it. My wife doesn't want me spending too much money on going. I like the hooks on these. I don't know if y'all see those. I got that barb. You got the barb, plus you got the hook comes back in a little bit. Ooh, I hear a Chinook. I know it's a Chinook because that's like my favorite flying apparatus. I hate flying, but I want to go up in a Chinook so bad. Let's get over here by shore and see if we can't push some more heads out some 4 heads. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not afraid to travel. I just need to get the time off. I kind of hate it because right now obviously I'm doing my YouTube thing, trying to really grow it. I appreciate y'all being here. And then I want I'm really distracted by Chinook. I really love Chinooks. I know it's a child thing. I can't help it. Oop. All right, cool. I put that right on the shore and it still came out, so that's all right. Good. I don't know if y'all can see that little bare spot up in there. You can see my big old hand right there. That is actually from where the bigger fish will just go up in there and they like target all the little fish when they get in there. But yeah, I used to do a lot of deep sea fishing when I lived in Florida. I love that. I lived down in Clearwater, Tampa area. Caught your first catfish the other day while trying to catch a bluegill. Well, that's funny. That's funny how that happens. You're targeting one thing and you'll get something on the complete other side of the scale. It's like, that's not supposed to happen. And I sure have fought a little bit better than a bluegill. Grubby, good morning. How are you? And Joey, hope you're doing well. Joey, Grubby, where are y'all fishing from, if you don't mind us asking? Kind of jump on in there. You know, I was just saying a little bit ago, there's no wind. I'm starting to get some wind. And again, so y'all just in here, check out my music if you don't mind. All right, now it is August, so we're gonna do the August giveaway is gonna be a reel surprise box from Cast King. So you can get a reel, you can get some lures. You definitely get a reel, but and it'll be one of their premium reels. I got the Zephyr out of mine. So we're gonna do those giveaways here in August. Also, the membership thing. Pretty much anything I get from the money-wise from the membership thing, I'm putting that back into giveaways. So some of the giveaway may do one big giveaway, may do 2 or 3 smaller ones, just to get product in people's hands. But I guess that's kind of like a what would that be? I guess like a little lottery almost. Bolo, Santos. Grubby, I don't know. I come in here, my first cast, I got one. Had a couple more casts in the shallow areas. Got a couple bites. But I switched back over to the PB crawler, so we're gonna see if we can change that. I just upset one. I don't know if y'all saw it moving. Get that PB crawler on top of it, he'll probably take a swat at it. No, I definitely knew what you meant, because I was thinking the same thing, brother. Yeah, fortunately I'm good at running my mouth, so, and I'm a lot better at that than I am at fishing. But no, it's definitely hit or miss. This is the coolest the water has been in like a month, so I'm really, fingers crossed, hoping that they're going to wake up soon and they're going to start getting a little bit more active. Oh, that would hurt. Seeing a 7-pounder-ish right there. Oh, and it's like right there where you can see it, and it's like, come on. You just can't get it to do what it needs to do. Yeah, over at one of the laydowns I was at just a minute ago, the top water, I caught two of my biggest out of here. One was a little over 5 pounds, and one was about 4 pounds. Jan, what's up? Good morning. Hey, where's everyone fishing from or watching from really right now? Yeah, I got one bass so far. Got a few blow ups, but didn't get those on the hook, so I ain't gonna count them obviously. Virginia, all right, cool. Some good fishing up there. Yeah, actually, I caught that first bass right here. So we just had a little bit of a rainstorm, and right after the rain, those little inlets right there are usually, I got one here, one on the other side of the lake that I usually hit, and they're usually just like fire. And for like the last month, they haven't been as much, but they're. I'm hoping when it cools off, it's gonna fire back up out here. It's like in the cooler months, the bite in here has been crazy, and there are some really big fish in here, and there's a bunch of little ones. So I've had people tell me take all the little ones out, and I'm like, no, I don't really want to do that either because it's not my lake. And owners haven't asked me to do that, so there we go. But I got a package in from PB Crawler yesterday, and one of the things that came in there is the PB Fish, I'm sorry. But one thing that came in was the PB Crawler. If y'all have not used this bait is just amazing. I love this bait. It's the funnest one to throw. It's got crazy action. It looks like a dragonfly, and it across the top. And I actually broke a wing for the first time the other day. I was talking with the owner. He's going to start putting extra wings back in there. He used to put extra wings in there on all of them. And I was always, to be honest, I was never really thought about it because I always had extra, so I ended up losing a lot of them. And then he stopped putting them in, and I finally broke a wing, and I'm like, well, now I kind of want them in there. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. That is awesome, man. 20-pound anything is definitely worth the catch. Get over here along the shoreline. Boom. I haven't caught 20-pound anything in a while. Actually, I don't think I caught 20-pound anything since I lived in Florida. Yeah, 3-pound catfish is a good sized catfish. That's a good eating size right there. Did y'all throw it back? Or did you keep it? Hey Dom, how's it going? Okay, I got you. I throw everything back pretty much too. Hey Snail. Got one bass so far. I got that on the top water, which I prefer to get them all on top water, to be honest with you. I'm kind of addicted to top water. I'm gonna get around this point right here and go back down right there to the inlet. Yeah, top water. I really never really used top water, and then I got a jackal wrap all or cup wrap, and I caught a pretty big bass on it. Everyone kept telling me it's probably closer to a 6-pounder, and that was the day I bought a scale because everyone's like, "Oh wait, you didn't have a scale? Oh, that's just a 3-pounder." And I'm like, "Y'all just said it's probably at least a 6." And I was saying it's at least 5. And they're like, "No, that's at least 6. You know, you didn't put it on a scale." I'm like, "I didn't have a scale." They're like, "Oh yeah, it's officially a 3." And I'm like, "What?" Probably a rooster tail. You know, if I knew exactly where one of mine were, I would definitely have had that on my finesse pole a minute ago. Rooster tails are really, really good. They catch a lot of stuff. Yep. All right, y'all. Another thing, I don't know, I hadn't said it in 5 minutes or so, but new song, Riverside Shenanigans, went live today, so y'all check that out at some point. And the little curly grub are pretty good with perch and stuff too, the real small ones. See, I definitely want to do some trout fishing. That's why I'm thinking about doing some fly fishing, or at least using that finesse pole to do some trout fishing. Creek Seekers here in the chat. I don't know if he's still in here or not, but he was telling me about a creek that's halfway between him and I. Hopefully we can meet up there, and said they have a lot of trout in there. I know Alabama has been stocking a lot of And I got a hawk yelling at me. I don't know what I did to you. They've been stocking a lot of the lakes, or not lakes, but a lot of the streams and stuff with trout. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, cool. Trout tournaments, that'd be sweet. Slurry, I knew I could count on you, brother. Oop. I hear the hawk is flying all around me, but I haven't seen him yet. Or her. Yeah, I know I shared it on my Facebook page, but it's underneath my releases. It's the top one under my releases on here. My releases tab. Now today is the perfect conditions. I figured they would be going nuts today. We should get them trained better at getting on the hook. That's what it is. We'll probably have some luck once we get back here in the corner. That's one of those spots where you can usually call them. Call your shot. Yeah, so I'm working on a couple more also. Maybe get those out in the next couple days. We shall see anyway. My wife still laughs every time she hears one last cast. I'm like, I'm just glad you finally wrote a true song. And I'm like, they're all true songs. They're all about me and my people. What you talking about? I don't want to run up back there too quick. Yeah, I'll be sure, real quick while I'm thinking about it, to check out Rhino Hooks today. He's doing his first live. He's just got his channel up where he can do lives. There we go. They're starting to wake up. Like I said, there's usually a lot of topwater back here. I'll tell you, last year it's like every other cast, boom, topwater, topwater, topwater. But then it got warm. Oh, Jano, thank you. I hate you're not able to go. Do you do content? Say if you sub up, I'll definitely sub back. Cause I like seeing what everyone else is doing. So I'll be making some homemade chicken and dumplings today, so I may have time to watch a lot of people's YouTubes. I just put my phone up there over the stove. All right, there we go. Ain't heard my beeper beep in a minute. Yeah, then we have got my buddy Tim Jones. He comes in there here every now and again. Doesn't do YouTube too much, but when he gets down here, him and I can go. Definitely going down some creeks. Get by that grass. All right, I'll recap it like this. We got a lot of bugs on the water right there. But definitely check out my music. It's now August, so we got the August giveaways in play now, which is going to be the real surprise box from Cast King, and then and it'll be one of their premium reels, and then for the members only, the main thing there is going to be that'll be at least 1 or 2 giveaways in there. Yeah, just go through and listen. A lot of them are about fishing, so I know everyone will like the music. I may not like the music, but you like the content, because I know you like fishing because you're in here. So, yep, trying to get some things going here. I'm waiting for this weather to calm down a little bit so we can get out some better spots. But y'all definitely sub up, and I would definitely appreciate it. And I will try to sub back. I say that because I don't always get notifications when people sub up, which is YouTube needs to do a much better job with that. I fuss about that all the time. So if you leave a comment on one of my shorts, then I definitely can find you and I can sub back. I don't even always get when people put comments on my music. I gotta physically go through those every now and again just so I can find the comments. And I got like 113, 114 songs, so that takes me a minute. But I try to make sure I get back with everybody. Let's see what's going on over here by the little island. Well, cool. I appreciate that. Well, like I said, if you get one of these PB crawlers, you'll put it on. You'll never want to take it off. You might even forget how to tie knots. It is the funnest lure I've ever put on. Every time it could be, you get a half-pound fish on there. You get, I've gotten up to 5-pounders on here. So I have not done carp fishing. I'm not against it. I got a lake over here not too far from here that actually has some carp in it, and I thought about going and see if I couldn't catch me a carp over there and bringing it and throwing it in this lake, because there is a lot of vegetation in here. And when I say vegetation, a lot of it's snot grass. I just don't want to. I just really don't want to. I don't know how about that do for the carp. Justin, good morning. A yellow zoom worm? Well, see, this pond is not supposed to be fished a lot, but every now and then I'll swear I'm hearing like a deer or something come through the woods. I think that would be the 2 surrounding neighborhoods. I think that this is their personal fishing spot, and they keep coming in here and messing up the fishing patterns, and I mean, they leave trash everywhere. It's aggravating. Bad for the lake. I did not realize that. Appreciate you giving me a heads up on that. See, and that's one more reason why I like these whole lives, because I tell you, I do some boneheaded stuff sometimes, so I need y'all to let me know what's up. There we go. There we went. Second I felt the tug, I pulled on it and it popped right out. But again, he told on himself. So let's see. So that makes 3 strikes this morning. I have not got on there. So 1 bass and 3 strikes. Night crawlers. Am, you doing okay today? Yeah, I just didn't realize carps would do that. I know they'll eat like fish and stuff that are dying, or vegetation, falls in mainly vegetation. But I didn't realize that they would eat that. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely look into that, man. I appreciate that, Em. Oh, good morning, Miss Barbie. It's a Barbie world. You doing okay today? Small split shot. Gotcha. Thank you. Oh, Miss Barbie, I got 1 this morning. After that, they've been just teasing me all morning. Y'all got carps in almost every pond? Thank you, Barbie. I appreciate that. Y'all are too kind. I'm just happy August is here, so now we can start doing the next giveaways. Having mornings like this ain't gonna do it though, is it? Big worm. Yeah, I don't have any of the big worms with me. And I thought about that, but I wasn't gonna be out here too long. I was just hoping I could come out here do a little bit of top water and around the rain. And that's been. And I was actually just thinking, I wish I had some of the big worms with me. I kid you not. It's like I summons you by thinking it. I don't. And I'm getting ready to actually call it a day because I have, like I said, my wife's birthday, so I need to go home and start cooking. And then Rhino Hooks is doing his first live today, and I really want to see that. I want to make sure I'm there to support him with that. And I'm okay with people not being on my live to go give, support elsewhere. I mean, that's not a bad idea to drain the lakes like that, do that. Especially with the Asian carp and the snakeheads and all that. He's taking a break. Yeah, I saw he went earlier. He told me he's going to do, I done come right up here to the shore. He said he's going to go live at 8 o'clock. That's why everything's been funky. I got the wrong glasses on. His time, which is going to be 9 o'clock my time. And I saw him pop on earlier, but was he using the PB crawler? Well, Miss Barbie, thank you. I'll let her know. Yeah, she gets out of chicken and dumplings or lasagna. Those are her 2 favorite things that I cook. Either that or brisket or filet mignon. But we're not cooking the expensive stuff today. My lasagna's pretty expensive. But because I always make sure she gets what she wants. And that's what she wants. So that's what she's going to get. Even if it's going to take me most of the day to cook it. Because I make sure I do it right. Yeah, they did. I saw recently that they do like carp fishing competitions and stuff. And they showed a video of people just all lined up on the bank just carp fishing. Like a lot of people. I was like, oh, wow. Arizona, Arizona hooked up Arizona. Sorry, my dyslexia will get me every time. I was watching his live last night, and he does. He was talking about doing some carp fishing. So, Jano, are you over? Are you over in Europe? Where are you watching from? Still asleep? I was thinking I was going to stay asleep for a little bit. Water feels so good. This is the coldest the water's been in like a month. But I just couldn't sleep this morning. Chezekia? Okay. Well, cool. I'm glad you're over here. All watching us all the way over here in the States. That's really awesome. I know you probably got better things to do and you're hanging with us. I appreciate that. Heard that. I usually wake up about 2:30 every morning, so for me sleeping in is like 6 o'clock. And it's funny because there's this kid that works at Jack's every Saturday, and the lady that sees me every other day, she just laughs. She's like, "Well, what you doing up so early?" And I'm like, "Son, I'm sleeping in today. What you talking about? It's almost 6 o'clock. I'm usually getting my first break by now." And I tell him that every Saturday when I do go through there. And he's still every time, "What are you doing up so early?" I'm like, "Man, you see the kayak in the back? Well, I always got poles in my truck, so that's not really a fair question, but officially with a scale, my largest bass is 5.09. So 5 pounds and almost 0.1 ounces. If I would have got on the scale a tad bit quicker, it probably would have been 0.1. And it's funny because I have one of my videos is of that bass. And it's the day I got the Screaming Chapo and I came out, and that's what I used. It's funny because I actually had the scale accidentally set in kilograms instead of pounds. So I'm like, man, that thing felt a lot bigger than 2 pounds. It was. I had to go back and I zoomed in on the scale in my video. Really glad I had the video because I zoomed back in. I'm like, oh crap, I had it set wrong. I'm an idiot. Which no one ever argues that fact, but yeah, Barry, just got too much to do. Then of course, I got my honeydew list. Today she's going easy on me. Like I said, the only thing I gotta do today is cook my chicken and dumplings. And I get to watch everyone go live, so I'm hoping everyone has a lot of lives today that I can watch. I'll bring my computer down, I'll get both phones going, I have my computer going, I'll watch everybody, I don't care. Alright, it's a party now. Superfly's here, that's what I'm talking about. So, right over here on this side of this brush pile is where I've caught, like I said, well, going across here is where I caught my biggest. My third biggest I've caught out of the lake was right here next to that pile. The fish will brush up against that. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching your live, Superfly, during work. Up until my boss came up and said, "Hey, before y'all leave, I need this job set up." And I'm like, ugh. I had a punch in the gut. So I kind of had to leave my phone, but I kept you running for a while. Rhino, what's up? Your ears must have been burning. I was just talking about your live a second ago, telling people we need to go check you out. Then I realized you're already live. I didn't realize you already went live, man. Ooh, it just got darker. Maybe that'll help. How's the live going, bud? Yeah, definitely, definitely. Look, any of y'all have not subbed up with anybody? If you see somebody in blue in here, sub up with them. These are good people, good content creators. They're just, and most importantly, they're good people. And it's a community. And if you're just getting started with content or something like that, you want to grow, everybody in here will help you grow. Maybe not by leaps and bounds or a whole bunch, but we'll do what we can. Ain't no denying that. Ooh, it might start raining again. Yeah, Rhino's got some. He's got some good little clips on there. He's starting to do the lives. He's up to enough to where he can do lives now, and I'm really excited about seeing that. Hey, Rhino, did you use the PB crawler yet? What's up, Rhino Driver? Oh, Rhino Hooks, you broke your pole? No way. That's no bueno. Well, you know what? You didn't miss nothing, unfortunately. Hooked Outdoorsman, how's your channel going? Just speaking of all that. I come to this side of the tree, now they're on the other side of the tree hitting. Oh, under duress, you are 100% correct, my friend. I've gotten to the point where, like, this is the coolest this water has been in like a month. The fish have just, the bite has sucked over here. I really don't have any other way of saying it. But every now and then I get a big one. But I'm really excited about that. But I've just been enjoying getting out here, floating around, and talking with everybody. Lost to a tree pounder. Oh my goodness. My watercraft is a 10-foot Pelican kayak. It is a hodgepodge patchwork kayak that I just kind of put together over the last year. That way I figure if I ever got a really good one, I'd know what to do with it. And I've just gotten to where I love this thing so much. I mean, I'm just floating around. I got my feet in the water. Uh, it's just, I got a big old trolling motor on the back so I can bebop around the lake. I can put my thumb on the spool while I'm casting and backlash. I can just float here and fix it real quick. But yeah, I actually traded a pistol for 2 kayaks last year. And my son, I got one for him and one for me, but he really just didn't care for he's just not, he just hadn't grasped fishing at all. And that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He loves hunting, and I know it's because he can play on his phone and I can tell him when there's a deer, or he can sleep and I can tell him when there's a deer. So, but yeah, like I said, I just patched this one together. I may get one day. It's one of the premium ones, but I'm also not into wasting money because I don't have that kind of money. And I'd love if a sponsor ever send me one, but I don't have any of those kind of sponsors. So he just turned 15. So, and I hate it because my window's closing because I know here shortly I'm gonna have to start competing with girls, and that's gonna suck for me because they smell a lot better than I do. So I'm not gonna stand a chance. I like a dream. I heard that. Appreciate that, Superfly. You're the best. Did How's Miss Superfly doing today? Hey, Link, good morning. Caught one bass, and I've had 3 blow-ups that did not cooperate. They are not very good at getting on the hook. I'm trying to just float around the edge right now, see if I can't just spook something up before I have to dip. You gotta go home and do some cooking. So, tis what it is. I'm really hoping I can get him someplace that has a bunch of, like, there's a lake over here somewhere that the owner of it actually works my wife, and he's like, yeah, tell your son and your husband they can go over there. Just anything they catch under 13 inches, take it out, take it home and eat it, throw it on the bank. I don't care, just get it out of there. And then anything else, throw back, anything bigger. And I'm like, yeah, I need to know where that lake's at, baby. And she's like, I'll ask. And I kept reminding her all year last year, you need to ask him about the lake. So now that school's getting ready to start back up, I'm going to start hounding her again about asking him where that lake is. And I'm really hoping that we can, man, Justin, now I want to go smoke some ribs. No, I'm cooking chicken and dumplings. That's my wife's, one of my wife's favorite meals. And it's her grandmother's chicken and dumplings. She taught me how to cook them right before she died. I mean, like literally like a month before she got sick and died. But yeah, I'm hoping I can get AJ on a premier place like that and let him just really just start, just get a monster. Because I know if that happens, he's going to be hooked. I mean, there's, and I don't want, and we were almost gonna go down to Florida. We almost went down there. We would have been going next week, but I gotta go do some tests at the doctor, and I can't miss that. It's pretty important. And then my wife, she, the nurse for the school. School's getting started back up, and she's got to be there for her kids because they take priority. And because she'll tell you, those are her kids, every one of them. I wish every school had nurses. I've never had a nurse like that when I was going to school. But she still got kids that graduated 5 years ago that call her, let her know what's going on, ask her questions, just give them updates, invite her to stuff, and she's always still going and she's like, they're like our kid, our actual kids. Just because they turn 18 and move on doesn't mean that we're not parents still. And I'm like, that's right, we still mom and dad. And same with those kids. So we just can't get away. And I hate it too because I had a really really good deal on a place down in Florida, and I was gonna go down there and Dirt, what's up, buddy? I was gonna go down there and harass SWC. But yeah, Justin, I definitely need to smoke some ribs. Um, thank you, Barbie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I need a good fly box if I'm gonna start fly fishing. I just need to find somewhere to get a good one. I just knew a YouTuber that had fly boxes. I don't know, but I gotta figure out. I have a friend who's said his son's gonna send him his poles back from I want to say Montana, Minnesota. I forget which one, but he just moved back down here, and he said he'll let me use one of them, or maybe I can get one of them from him. But if not, I'm gonna just go get one from Walmart or something, just so I can get out there. And I want to try it. I really, really, really want to try it. The Rhino hooks has got me wanting to try fly fishing. Then I got Superfly now, and I'm like, ugh, I'm getting the bug. Man, I appreciate that, Dirt. It's about 95% of them are stories of my life. That just, I put a good beat to them. I think Blue Collar Daddy was the first one that was really a story of my life. I wasn't just trying to write a song. And that one just, it was on my heart that day. And I'm like, well, let me give it a try. And that's what came out. I sent it to my daughter, and I was like, are you okay with me posting this and submitting it, and releasing it? She's like, I'm good with it. And I said, all right. Of course, that one still tears me up when I hear it. Well, good, Superfly. You definitely realized I was talking about you. I tell you what, I think it's really cool how so many people in the community do giveaways and whatnot. I'm excited that August is here, so I can start the August giveaway. My members only stuff, I'm gonna do at least 2 giveaways in there, and then And basically, my idea with that is whatever money I get from the people joining the members only stuff is what I'm going to use that money for. So basically, to me, it's going to just be a little lottery or the door prize things. You get the little. I know what I'm thinking. No, I did have another blow up that got away. Didn't appreciate it. I thought it was kind of selfish. See what that reminds me of is Nemo. You know, Finding Nemo when you go up there with his little fin and touch the boat just to make his dad mad. And I'm like, I know there's a fish out there getting yelled at by his dad. Don't you touch that PB crawler. And he's out there like, watch this, Dad. You're getting there, Superfly. But yeah, y'all definitely sub each other up. Check each other out. It's a good community. It's a really good community. I'm really, really thankful to be part of it. Don't know how I stumbled into it, but I just did. Bloop. Maybe if I can get this PB crawl over here by some of these trees. Wind's picking up. That ain't good. All right, I got you. Rooster Tails Outdoors. It's a party now. Hey, y'all, not joshing, just posted a link to the Discord. Just getting out and just talking about everything. Hey, Michael, good morning. I'm using braid. I'm using the, actually, this is Beyond Braid right here. Well, that's cool, man. You keep putting out good content like that, people are going to show up. You know, that's why I got 17 in here. I put out horrible content. Like I say, my biggest thing is I really want y'all to check out my music, but I really like getting in here and just talking with everybody. It makes my day. Yeah, if I'm going to catch anything on top water, I'm going to go back to the other side of the lake real quick. I have just never caught nothing on top water over here. Let's make some ripples real quick because it looks like we got another storm coming in. So I'm going to go see if I can't catch something right quick and then take it to the house. Rhino Hooks, are you going to be doing any more lives today? Hey, Billy, what's up, brother? Arizona Outdoors, what's up? Good morning, my friend. Hey, Jamie, how you doing, buddy? That's a couple hours ago. The weather's been kind of up and down a little bit. I'm getting ready to finish up. Looks like we have another storm coming in. I got one bass so far. I've had 3 blow-ups, but they definitely didn't. They're not very good at catching hooks. I didn't like it. Yeah, just like I said, just that one. I've seen them start doing some top water a little bit ago, and I was excited about it, but then they just stopped again, and I'm like, ugh. But the good news is the water's at 85.23. That is the coldest this water has been in like a month, and it's so awesome. Tez, good morning. Hillbilly, thank you, brother. I really do appreciate that. My hero. Tez, oh yeah, yeah. Well, technically I am now, and I married me a little mountain girl down here in Alabama, and she's not barefoot or nothing, but well, she will go. She can be anyway. But I am from Saginaw, Michigan. Actually, my big brother, Diamond Spectrum, is in here. He is probably the reason why I love fishing so much. Him and my other big brother. And yeah, y'all definitely sub up to each other, help each other out. And uh, no, actually, so it's actually not me singing. I can't sing. In fact, when I'm at church, uh, I'm apologizing to the family in front of me all the time because they have to hear me sing. And that's a true story. All I do is write them. And after that, I've been trying for years to get people to sing them. They wouldn't do it. And then I found AI. And I can make my own songs, and I can tell my stories the way I want to tell them. And learning how to edit, and I'm learning how to do all that. I've learned more about music in the last year than I have in my whole life. Do all that, which is really cool. But I don't ever want anyone to think it's actually me, because I try really hard not to do it. Because there's a lot of people out there who use AI, and they're like, "Oh, that's 100% me," and I'm like, "No, you're lying. I know you're lying, and I'll call them out." Yeah, I need to get me some crawlers before I come back out here. I have not used them out here, and I actually want to use some live bait out here. I just have not done it yet, and I need to. And I may actually do that the next time I come out, and just do a little bit of bobber floating and see what happens, and or even just drop down on the bottom, just see what happens. But I definitely appreciate that. Uh, Tez, go ahead if you don't mind, sub up. And let's now look, I'm doing giveaways. Don't forget, August started over, so we're gonna be doing giveaways this month. It's gonna be the real surprise box from Cast King, and then of course in the members only, there's gonna be some other giveaways, but we'll talk about them later. Yeah, I see. He just woke up, Barbie. Yeah. Did you wake him up, Barbie, or did you tell him that we were talking about him? But yeah, Tezo. Let's see. Tezo, I really appreciate that. You don't know how much that means to me. That's awesome. And I definitely, and like I said, I love fishing. Like I said, my big brother just come in here, and he's one of the main reasons. They didn't have a whole lot of good stuff going on. Like, but him and my older brother would come over and they come get me and stuff, and they get me out of the house. They take me fishing. Uh, they just go do stuff with me, go play basketball with me and stuff. They were like some of the most positive influences I had growing up. Oh man, South Carolina for the day. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna be here much longer. I got more storms coming in. Like I said, I gotta go home and start cooking for Mama for her birthday. Her birthday's actually tomorrow, but she's got to go do some stuff with her boss tomorrow. So we're gonna just kind of all get together today. Yeah, I definitely said Michigan. I love Michigan. And really what I like about Alabama, and it sounds horrible, and I always say it, but the Michigan is one of the most beautiful states, and just driving through it, it's just amazing. It's so pretty, all the greenery. And Alabama actually reminds me a lot of Michigan. Just the people are different. Yankees are just a different breed. We all know that. Uh, I got down here as fast as I could. I'm not from the South, but I did get down here as fast as I could. So there's definitely a lot of Southern hospitality down here. I appreciate that. I definitely will when I get home. But yeah, she took my son 2 weekends ago rock climbing. There's a place called Gad Rock up in Gadsden, and they have a indoor rock climbing wall, air conditioning and everything. But he had a really good time. Of everyone that was there, there was a bunch of people there doing it. My son was, my 15-year-old was the only one who was able to get to the top. So I was really proud of him. That was cool. Hillbilly, y'all be careful when y'all driving. Yeah, I'd definitely pass it along to her. Yes, sir, I definitely will. Thank you. Uh, I will definitely let the boss know. She told me, last night I was going to come out here and go fishing, before all this rain came in and stuff. I was supposed to go to Lake Gunnersville, but oh boy, just kind of stood me up. And honestly, it felt like a situation that was too good to be true. They were on a bass fishing forum, and they're like, "Hey, we need someone to go fishing with us." And I'm like, "I'll take a chance with that." And he's telling me all this stuff, wanted me to come hang out with him and stuff. And I'm like, "All right, cool." And then yesterday, he just never answered me. I'm like, "All right, it's been a month trying to get me to go fishing with him." And it's like, man, I'm working. I want to, but work first, family first. Finally got some time where I could before my schedule gets real hectic next week. And then we ended up not going. I was like, oh, crap. There we go. Really? That little bit, and it was not a big bass, but it followed it all the way out of the dirt right to there. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. Let's see if he's still there. Man, I'm all for it. I'm hoping I can do some traveling with this once I get this whole monetization thing going. Tezo, thank you, bud. Thanks, brother. All right, man. Well, you have a good day, bud. Love you, man. Oh, we got NHL in the house. See, we're talking about northern stuff, and we get some hockey fans in here. That's what I'm talking about. All right, NHL, who's your team? And good morning, by the way. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. So that was 4 blow-ups on it. That did not grab hold. I'm starting to think it's a conspiracy. Oh, was that a sneeze? Bless you, Josh. Bless you. Oh, I thought that was just snot coming out. My bad. I'm so ready for football season. I'm going to tell you this about football. You know what? I'm not a Judge Gordon fan. I hate to bring NASCAR into this. Hey, good morning, Reel. How are you, brother? I'm working my reel. Y'all see what I did there? You play? Awesome. I'll tell you what, hockey ain't for no sissies. I had some friends that played, and they were like, I was telling them, they were like, nope, football players are sissies. This is what we do, and I'm like, ugh. Halden Davis, good morning. I'm a Red Wings fan. Definitely like me some Red Wings. Well, Justin, best of luck, man. I hope you had better luck than I did this morning. Best part of my day is talking with y'all today. I appreciate y'all very much. Thank you, Rio. Rio gave me a golden star. I needed that. So I like the PV Glide. I'm gonna put some treble wire on there, so it'll sink a little bit faster. I just don't like the slow sink and stuff. It's got great action. Nothing against the bait itself. I love it, but I just don't like the slow sink or no sink glide baits. I like mine to get down a little bit. Get down on it. That's right. Most people think that the outdoors is made for us, but reel is actually made for the outdoors because so awesome. Boom. I know, I'm humbled. Very, 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 very humbled. It's like I'm hosting a party for all the greats. I'm just here for the barbecue. Yeah, I'll say this. I had a couple of guys at work yesterday when I was watching Superfly doing his tying. They kept walking by and seeing my phone. They were able to watch my phone more than I was when they were watching him do his tying, because I had to get, like I said, I had to get a job set before I left. I turn around, I look over there, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? They're like they're watching them tie flies on. And I'm like, that's just too cool. I was like, y'all need to go sub up, get off my phone. Ooh, yeah, that sucks. That's no good. Down around anything big going through the mountains is never fun, especially a whole house. Well, go big or go home, right? Well, I mean, I guess you could do both right there, but Barbie, you know the funny thing about that, like Superfly, I swore I think he's the last one. I swore I subbed to Superfly, and I mean, I was getting notifications. I mean, it's like I'd see his lives and everything, and so I mean, I guess YouTube got the algorithm right there, because we're all involved with each other. But I swore and I looked at it and I was like, ugh, my gut just sank, and I'm like, all right, fix that. But it's a lot of people. I thought I was subscribed, like Darth. I thought I was subscribed. Nope. Well, speaking of the rock star stuff, we got oh, that was perfect where I wanted it. New song come out, Riverside Shenanigans. Should be live now. Actually, I know it's live on here. See, that's the coolest thing to see. I mean, yeah, I love talking with everyone and stuff, but like, hey, just subbed up, just subbed up. That's how we all grow. Ain't none of us gonna do it by ourselves. There we go. Really? That was actually a pretty decent one. Lone Star Fishing, what's up? Yes, hold on a second. Y'all check out Lone Star Fishing. Hey, Lone Star, if you don't mind, sub up with me and all right, look, I just pinned Lone Star. Y'all give Lone Star a sub, help him out. Sub up with me and leave me a comment on one of my shorts. Dang it. And when I get done, I'll get a notification for that, and then I'll make sure I sub up also, because I don't want to miss out. But I pinned Lone Star to the top. Y'all give him some love, please, sirs and ma'ams. I mean, that's probably what it is. I would like to say it's what it is, because I mean, I swear I remember it. I'm like, all right, because the main thing is Superfly reminds me of a guy I work with. So I mean, I don't know, and I had to be on the lives and all that to see him. Well, Lone Star, I appreciate you coming in, definitely. And like I said, you walked into a pretty decent community. Just hit everyone back. And they sub to you, just hit them back and just show them some love back. And I like the way you did it too. You come in and you just politely asked. I mean, I think that says something. It's like you're trying to do it. But you know what I can do? I can screenshot, so that way even if you don't, I can still find you. Thought that one felt goofy. That hasn't happened before. Hey, Reel, is this the one you've been using? Got the purple on top, pink on the bottom, chrome on the side. Good, now I started getting a rhythm going on that. Wasn't trying to. And the rhythm of the night. I knew that was going to happen. Anybody else have any questions? Lone Star asked a question. I think we answered pretty good. Oh, no. Definitely not a murderer. I haven't taken any home yet. And good morning, Kevin. Thank you for stopping in. I'm not sure what's going on there, but we're about to fix that. Lone Star, are you making content? You still behind the house? It would make me think of all the stuff I'd have to be doing at home the whole time. That's the other thing it made me think of. Lone Star, so I guess you're in Texas. Think it's a safe assumption? Tink Tink, what's up? Turtle. That's poking his head out, brother. I know, we're not helping. This is bad. I'm sorry. You know, if you could just hook up to the house and run up like, you know, Fast and Furious it and just run up into their house, you could just use theirs. Oh, tell me about it. You just never know. I tell you what, if I end up having to have gallbladder surgery, I'm definitely going to keep it in the car. Tink, how you doing this morning? Hey, I just pinned up a gentleman by the name of Lone Star Fishing. Y'all could show Lone Star some love. Yeah, don't go for the poison ivy. That's just kind of rude, isn't it? Like I said, definitely through the mountains. Hey, my buddy Raymond Carnes, who owns RecTech, he also owns a bamboo toilet paper company. I don't know if y'all have heard about RecTech grills, but they're my favorite, and a lot of it's because of the people. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an excellent product too, but need to catch a fish to murder and put on there. Turtle. Hey, look, there's a turtle. Made me think of you, Josh. I know, I'm horrible. He obviously has not been watching the channel because you'd see I'd have to get him in the boat to murder him. See, it's when they come out and they do stuff without knowing the facts. It just bothers me. They want to see a fish murderer, they need to watch your channel. Oh, yeah. I think there really should be, honestly, Josh, I think there should be a rule that they have to do that stuff at night. And they just have to park during the day. I mean, Look, I know Alabama's got a law that if you're driving in the passing lane, and even if you're people think, oh, I'm passing, so I'm doing good. No, that's not the law. The law is if you're impeding traffic, you're breaking the law. Even if you're in the passing lane passing people, if you've got a bunch of cars behind you, you can get a ticket. And they should have that with those things too. If they're shutting down traffic, they can do that at night. It's safer for everybody. It's safer for them. It's just better for everybody. Yeah, all my fish are released too. Although I would like to change that. It's nice. I don't think I missed anybody. If I did, thank you so much for stopping into the channel. Um, we're going to be doing some giveaways. August just started, so we're going to do the August giveaway. So we're going to start off with, we got to get 100 people in the chat room. And when we do, we're going to give away um, a real surprise box from Cast King. And I'll purchase that and I'll give it away. And it'll come from me. Also, in the members only stuff, I don't know why that always reminds me of OnlyFans. I don't know why, but it does. It's nothing like that, but whatever I get from the members joining that, that's going to go towards giveaways and that stuff too. So I'm not going to be buying that. Y'all going to be buying that one, but it's going to be, I guess, kind of like a lottery. All right. So does anyone else need to be pinned, saying they need more people? I think most of us are all pinned up, or are all subbed up with each other up in here. Yeah, that helps a lot. Especially the bacon. Oh, I've made it halfway out to my blind before and been like, all right, sorry, son, we got to leave. And we go back to find the first open restaurant. It happens. A moonshine sweet peach tea. You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that because I actually have 2 Cuban cigars in my refrigerator right now that I keep forgetting about. And one of them is for me and one of them is for my son. And he's actually going to bring my grandson over today because, we all got to come see Mama for her birthday. And he's there, so they're coming over today so I can get that to him and we can go smoke our cigar together. But that one sounds really good. Yeah, I'm not against doing that either. I've done it plenty of times. But once I'm already out there, I'll do that. But if I can stop and turn around and go to a regular toilet, that I'm doing. All right, so not joshing, just sent me a photo, and I have a feeling it's about his house. What I think's funny is about using the bathroom outside is my sons and my grandsons. It's funny when a little boy realizes he can pee outside, he don't want to use the toilet no more. I don't know if any of y'all realize that before when it comes to little boys, but it's funny. You have like girl moms and they have like a boy, and they're like, mine is just completely blown how we are, and I'm like, I mean, there's stuff my wife's asked me like, all right, why is he doing that? When's he gonna grow out of that? And I'm like, whoa, we grew out of that? I didn't know that. I like some apple. I went to the liquor barn. Now, y'all don't get me wrong. I don't drink like I used to, and I hardly ever drink anymore because of liver issues. But every now and then, I wouldn't mind maybe just a little bit, and I have none against it. It's each his own. But I stopped at the. Oh, there we go. I see you. I'm coming. The liquor barn in Tennessee off of 75. and they have a whole aisle of moonshine. And I just stood there like a kid in a candy store and got like 4 or 5 different kinds. I got me some shots of different flavors, and like the cheesecake was actually better than I thought it would be. Um, but my wife's like, that's a lot of money to be spending at a liquor store for someone who shouldn't be drinking. And I'm like, sorry, baby. Back up. I don't want to get up in there on them. Saw a real nice one jump back here. Like I said, the shallow area back here, there's usually a lot of fish. Oh, no kidding. All right, so I know where you at now. Like I told Real Outdoors, you messed up once you give me your address. I'm just saying. Mark Miz, what's going on? Yeah, all things in moderation. I mean, too much of anything is a bad thing, but uh, every now and then, like, and I went up there. It's been about 3 or 4 months, and I actually ended up giving most of it away. I just want to try it because I'm a curious soul. But it was good. I enjoyed it. But yeah, the liquor barn, they had everything. And actually, I left them a shirt because I had an extra shirt with me. And they're like, yeah, we're going to start playing your music because I left them a poker chip and gave them a shirt and all that. But they had, over there, like, yeah, we're going to start streaming your music in here because, a lot of my music had moonshine in it and stuff. So, it helped them out. Oh, yeah. All right, buddy. Well, I appreciate you trying to stop in, man. Be good, Tink. You have a good day. What time is it? Oh, wow. It's already after 9 o'clock. I didn't even mean to be out here this long. That's the thing about when I'm doing a live. It doesn't give me my time up top. No, I've had a total of 5 good blow-ups now, and I had 1 bass I actually got in the kayak. I want to go catfishing in my kayak. I want to catch a big old catfish that can drag me around the lake. Oh, I'm going to be in trouble. Fortunately, that's my comfort zone. That's why actually the last job I had, they had my own chair. I had my own chair literally in the HR office. All day, we're all going to be focused on Josh's bowels. This is awesome. Is that the wrong kind of blow up? Well, all right, sun is coming out a little bit. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. But the water's actually colder now than it was when I first got here. Okay, so I have a paddle, but I actually have a 62-pound thrust trolling motor on the back of it, which is way too big. I got that. I have guys that have 20-foot pontoon boats that have smaller trolling motors than I have on my kayak. It's just I got a good deal on it, so He stopped in the road. Well, Josh, if it makes you feel any better, we definitely all feel your pain. We've all, been there at all. And like I said, you're that close to a toilet and can't use it. That's the horrible part. Skeeter, man, I hate to hear that, man. Well, we know Josh ain't feeling real good right now either, but his will be relieved probably a little bit quicker than yours, if it wants to be or not. So I got one of the owner's cameras over here. I think I'm gonna come over here shirtless, start dancing in front of it one day. Just jump out in front of it so it definitely gets the camera or the snapshot. Sneak up from behind. I'm telling you, man, it should be illegal. I agree. It's not, but it should be. Now I know when they were doing construction on one of the roads down here in Birmingham, redoing the little one of the whole little things, they had people. They made the truckers that are bringing in the big sections of road for the bridges. They made them park until certain times. Once, and if they weren't there yet, if they're just a few miles away, hit 7 a.m., they were shut down. And that's the way it should be. I agree. I mean, that close. I mean, I would let them go, but I'm just a nice guy, so you know. Just don't ask my kids when they're in trouble. But other than that, I'm a nice guy. Yep. We need you at your top. You're our best cheerleader. Yeah, Arizona. So when you see me make a comment about making ripples, I'm grabbing my little steering device right here and just be bopping around. But that's why I'll go all over the lake. I won't stay in one spot too long because I can get to the other parts of the lake so quick. So this little area that I'm at right now is actually, it's like a little island in here. It's just underwater a little bit. I can walk out here. You gonna go live with the house? See how go. Josh is, not Josh in his house sitting right now. Make sure everything's safe. But I am definitely gonna have to go in because, like I said, I gotta go home and start cooking. My wife's got two of the grandbabies at the house still, so I want to make sure I go help her with those. Love the grandbabies. Plus, she got the dogs. And my dog Jinx thinks the world revolves around him. He's convinced of it. I don't care what anyone says. Everyone always said that German Shepherds could be some of the neediest dogs that you've ever had, and that's so true. My dog Ruby, she's not so needy. She's just kind of crazy. But Jinx is the neediest dog. He's 107 pounds, a good boy, but he's so funny. It's like he'll drop his ball and such a cry until someone gets it and throws it to him, and usually it's Mama, because I'll be like, "No, you threw it down on purpose." Love the grandbabies. They're, I don't know if you heard my song "Who Knew," but it's about the grandbabies and the fact that subconsciously I wanted them. I didn't know I wanted grandbabies, and that's got to be the only reason why I didn't kill my kids growing up when they were growing up. But they are the greatest joy. My daughter all the time. You love them more than you loved us. I'm like, yo, yeah, they don't try to team up on us and like try to pull one over on us and lie to us all the time. And it sounds like my kids were horrible, but they weren't. I had really, my kids are good kids. They really were. But kids are kids. And the grandkids, it's just totally different. I mean, all we do with them is just love on them. Yeah, just being kids. I mean, that's what they do. I mean, I was much worse than they were. I don't like telling them that, but you know, it really was. I was a whole lot worse than they ever were, and so I don't. I mean, I got lucky with all my kids. And the grandkids are just different because I really don't have to be disciplinarian. I mean, I am sometimes. Well, one of them I have to be, and I hate that. But yeah, exactly. And that's, you know, that's what's funny. I finally told one of my sons. I said, look, you gotta understand, all this ignorant stuff you're doing right now. I did it too, so I know what you're doing before you do it. So don't start with me. It's like this is why we catch y'all all the time, because we already did it. That's right, Barbie. You're right. Let's see if we can get a decent blow up by these trees before I head out. Water. One thing about the sun not being out, the water level has, or the water temperature has not changed. But you know, it's like I have a shirt that says, you know, I've been called a lot of things in my life, but my favorite thing I've been called is Papa, and it is. It means it. It's the truth. You know, and they actually tried doing a remix of BIG's. They love it when they call me Big Papa, but I got copyrighted, even though it was different. And actually, we were all picking names. I always wanted to be Pappy, um, but my daughter's father-in-law, once we all got told and stuff, I was like, all right, cool. And I said something about being Pappy. He's like, oh no, I'm Pappy. I've coined that a long time ago. And I'm like, you know what? Go ahead, keep it. I'll be Big Papa. I love it when they call me that anyway. My son-in-law was like, that's not what that song means. Ew. I'm gonna have to check that out. I want to see that. Ah, possum. Good morning. Good morning. Didn't even see you pop in there. Yeah, K-Pup. I definitely want to see that once you throw that. Boop. Yeah, and I gotta go through and do all my inventory stuff for those auctions too. Hopefully I can do a practice run tomorrow afternoon, and then hopefully get started, hit the ground running Monday. Ooh, 50 likes. Thanks, y'all. All right, Dirgy. I'm about to head out too. Like I said, I gotta go home and take care of Mama. And like I said, I'm lucky because I got a wife who actually likes me and still lets me go fishing. You know, I can understand if she didn't like me and she was always letting me go fishing, but she does like me and still lets me go, so that's pretty cool. Just hate it because today just seems like a perfect day to be out here, and they're just not biting. I figured they'd be all over the top water today, but I figured wrong. I do that from time to time. I don't know if y'all noticed that. All right, I'm gonna reel this in. I'm gonna head in. Yeah, I just realized I always try to tell the property owner when I'm out here, and I actually just realized I didn't text him this morning, but I got out here kind of early. I didn't. All right, let me bebop my butt back on in. So I'm leaving my PB crawler out there, and I'll just reel it in when I get over here. The other thing I like about just leaving the line out like this is, I mean, yeah, trolling's kind of cool every now and again, but I also like kind of resetting my line. Make sure you got the right tension on it and all that stuff. Oh, 59 likes. Thanks, y'all. 60. I guess it'd be 60. It only shows me 59. Yeah, y'all definitely sub up with each other. Cause like I said, we all help each other out. Definitely sub up with each other. Haha, Superfly, thank you. That would explain well, how that jumped up so quick. Cause I was like, wow, that jumped up really fast. All right, let me get back here a little bit, and I'm gonna just reel my PB crawler in, and then I'm gonna take it to the house. I'm gonna load up in the truck. But I like how I just back up to the lake right here and just drop my kayak in. I mean, it's just so peaceful. Right there. Yeah, the one thing about the trolling motor is sometimes it, like when I drop my little stick from controlling it and stuff, it'll kick it back on. I won't realize it because it'll be real subtle. I'll be like, man, I sure am backing up fast. Well, it's because I actually put it in reverse. I don't know if Lone Star's still in here. He hadn't been here for a little bit. Anyone trying to grow their channel that needs some more people? Oh, there you go. Look, Superfly, if you don't mind, if you could put a comment on one of my shorts on all of them, I'll definitely subscribe to them all to help them grow. You know, the thing about subscribing to people, I mean, it doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't, you know, it's easy peasy to do it. It doesn't cost you nothing. All it does is help someone. Well, crap, we got 30 people in here already. I tell you what, we keep going like this, we'll be getting that giveaway going really quick here in August. So if y'all like fishing, hang out. If you like music, hang out. Check out my music. If I'm gonna do giveaways, August just started up, so we're gonna be giving away a real surprise box from Cast King. There he is. What's up, Lone Star? How many subs are you up to, Lone Star, if you don't mind me asking? That's what I'm talking about. Are you doing any lives anytime soon or anything? Or are you just going more with like the videos? Boom. That's how it works. All right, cool. Well, when I sub, I'll make sure I turn on notifications too. So if I get a notification, I'll definitely stop in, check you out. I'm telling you, this is a great community. I mean, the people are in here. I'm humbled to be even part of it, and it really is humbling. They're just good people all around, and they help each other out. And that's what we do. All right, I'm gonna cast over by his log one time, as long as it's a good cast. One last cast, right? That's not really where I want to be. All right, hold on. Let me get another one. All right, and if y'all missed it, Riverside Shenanigans went live this morning, so it's on it's on my channel. It's probably be the first one underneath my releases. If you look at my releases tab, and should be my first song on there. Oh, right on top of the log. That'll work. But I appreciate that, Slurry. Like I said, I feel like I'm the lucky one. So I don't mind doing giveaways and stuff, not being part of it, because I feel like I already won. You know, and I really do. You know, definitely around a bunch of good people. But yeah, y'all check out my music if you don't mind. I appreciate it. Listening to it on YouTube Music actually helps me out the most with that, or buying it on iTunes. But I'm not pushing for that. I just let YouTube pay me. I don't need y'all to. Uh, well, I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but let's let them do it. They got more money than we got. See, then when this starts, I don't want to. I don't want to leave the chat because we're all kind of helping each other out for a minute. So I don't want to shut down the live for a minute. I tell my wife, look, I wanted to, but everyone's subbing each other. We're kind of helping each other. We're all growing together. I just couldn't turn it off. I mean, I had an obligation right then, baby. I caught one bass today, and I've had a bunch of blow-ups where they've hit my lure and just have not hit it. And I really thought today was just going to be an awesome day for topwater. Got cloud cover real bad. This is the coolest the water's been. We're just now getting a little bit of a breeze. So I'm gonna definitely I did try out my my finesse rod. I'm pretty happy about that. I ordered the real surprise box for me the other day. I came in the other day and I got. Let me get this up here. I actually probably got a little bit too much line on it, but I got this pole or this reel in the real surprise box. It's the Zephyr by Cast King, and I'm not really a BFS fisherman person, but that's the reel I pulled, so I got me the matching rod and everything. But it's the Zephyr by Cast King. And here's the reel. It's a nice reel. There's Owen, thank you. I don't know, I think I told y'all the other day, but a buddy of mine is putting some CDs together for me. So y'all gonna definitely have one coming. I told him I don't need it until, so there's a thing called Homestead Hollow here. It's a pretty big festival, but they have a lot of live acts. They have axe throwing too, but that was my booth, but I ended up giving that away because just hadn't got time for it. And love being part of it, but they're like, hey, get us a CD so we can play your music in between the other acts. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then while we're doing that, that had happened. You asked me about a CD, and like 4 other people did too. So I'm like, all right, give me 10 CDs. Yeah, this is the finesse one I pulled out of the bag the other day. Like I said, it's the Zephyr, and it's pretty. I like the fact that, I mean, I can control the brakes real good. A lot of them put different stuff on top of the brakes, and I don't like it because my big old fingers, I can't get in there to get to them. Lake Effect Blues, what's up? Good morning. I'm getting ready to go back home so I can start my cooking. See, but then Justin was talking about doing ribs. I don't know. I may have to stop and pick up some ribs on the way home too. I don't know. My main thing is I gotta get Mama's chicken and dumplings done. I'm focused on my chicken and dumplings. Gotta get them fixed. Josh, I'll tell you what, we're happy for you, buddy. In fact, I've never been so happy for someone to handle their business. I don't think, except for one of the kids when they're with someone else, and grandma or mom got to deal with it. You know what I'm talking about. There we go. There we went. Really? Awesome. That's what I'm talking about, Possum. Yeah, I love your Jeep, man. I My wife's telling me, so my truck right here, I caught something out of the corner of my eye. I thought someone was standing next to my truck. I got covered in goosebumps. That wasn't supposed to happen. But we're going to give my son, when he turns 16 next year in February, the goal is to give him my truck. So I'm teaching him how to drive with the truck. And my wife's like, all right, we're going to get you something else, something a little bit smaller. What you want? I'm like, I want a Jeep. Oh, you didn't get to handle your business yet? But, oh, I'd be stopping. What if you get stuck behind another truck? You need to go ahead and stop, take care of that, man. You just got to handle it. Yeah, I definitely like the videos, the cap cut videos and stuff that you're doing with your Jeep. So you're just straight up committed. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna come up here and just catch me some of these little bait fish, and I'll give them a try. Like I said, I don't use live bait. I'm not against it. Mrs. Possum, how are you this morning? Good morning. All right, y'all. You know I hate asking, but y'all double tap screen for me. I appreciate it. Help me out. But I tell you what, before I use this pole again, I am gonna go get me some more the smaller baits to use for it instead of my big old bass baits. But I'm gonna use this pole. I think I'm gonna do some river walking here soon, and I'm gonna use this pole for that. All right, first fish on the new pole. And I just got done talking about how instead of using the smaller baits instead of my bigger bass baits. Hey, little guy. And that's actually a nicer fish than I got on the bass bait. I got you. Hold on. All right, like getting in there, see if they got any food in there. Oh, it's pretty bass. Didn't have any bright colors. Kind of got them deep. All right, buddy, go back in there. Awesome. But that was on the comment minnow. They got me all tangled up now. Hey, you can't sit there and mess with a blind guy's line like this, because I can't see to unravel it. I probably have better luck just to cut it off and retie it. Yes, I tried the glide bait. And it's got really good action, actually. I'm just gonna put some treble wire on it, so it'll sink a little bit faster. That'll be more to my liking. I really don't know what that dude did to my I can't see the line to get it back down there. All right, cool. Is that it? No. Yeah, this thing all tangled up inside the blade and everything. I really may have to cut it just to retie it. I'll do that. Just even if I'll cast it a couple more times. But where'd you go? So that was cool. That was my first one on the Zephyr, the new the new rod and reel. Just retying it ain't going to be enough. I'm going to have to actually get that line out of there. I ain't never had a fish mess something up like that. I have to use tweezers when I get home probably, because it's not going to fish the way it is now. Did I bring my knife? No, I left my knife on my end table this morning when I was sneaking out the house. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I really like topwater, but when it comes to my glide baits and stuff, I like the fast sinking. If I'm going to do a topwater, I want to do a topwater. You know what I mean? My glide baits, I like them to all of them. Like I have a lot of 6 Sense glide baits I accidentally got that were slow sinking and all that, or floating, and I just gave them away. I was like, here, take them. And I went and got some more, but then I found the treble wire, and that helps a little bit. One of them I actually drilled a hole in and put some weights up in it and sealed the hole back up with epoxy, and that actually worked pretty good. And I'm like, well, crap, I wish I didn't give my other ones away, but you know, it is what it is. I'm convinced to fix this. I'm sorry, y'all. So I got a blind guy trying to pull a little string out. All right, well, thank y'all for stopping in. I appreciate that. Like I said, as soon as I get this tied back, I'm probably going to go ahead and slip out too, because like I said, I do have some stuff I got to get done today. And got to take advantage of it. Got a lot coming up. So, yay, I fixed that. So that's good. Oh, look, it's the sun. Well, see, now I might want to throw this in the sun. See how that works. One last cast, right? Awesome. Well, I appreciate all y'all stopping in. And if I wouldn't known y'all would have left, I wouldn't have caught a fish. But kidding. Y'all be good. I appreciate you stopping in. If y'all go live, I have all my notifications on. Like I said, I'm gonna probably have both phones going and my laptop down there too, so I can support as many people as possible throughout the day. All right. All right, y'all. Much love to y'all. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate all y'all do. Might as well cast a couple more over there just for giggles, all right? Well, see, look, the sun came out. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna throw the spinner a little bit more. Got it tied on. The sun went away. Me and the sun do not get along. Never have. Probably never will. I mean, that looks pretty dialed in to me. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I have two different friends who have the Zephyr, and they're like, I just can't dial it in. And I'm like, they're like, I don't like it. I'm like, I'm telling you, bring it to me. We can dial it in. I mean, it's just every reel. I don't care where you get it. You can dial it in. It's just you got to work with it. And I don't care what company you buy it from or what brand name it is or whatever. It's just a matter of, you know, it's kind of like I always say with my metal detectors. They're kind of like a woman, you know. Once you figure out what she's saying to you, y'all can get along a lot better. You just got to listen to what she's saying. That's the key. All right, there we go. Oh, man, my wife may not be getting chicken and dumplings today. Oh, where's Reel when I need them? He would be so jealous of this one. Mm-hmm. And if that ain't an experience, quick release, I don't know what is. This is kind of what I was expecting earlier when I first tied this thing on, because this the last time I used one of these. That's the kind of, I don't know what I say about action, but that's the kind of reaction I got from the fish with it. Was it was like constantly just something biting it. So what is that? One bluegill and 2 bass. And 5 topwater blowups that didn't land. Appreciate that. Because I'm usually not going to keep up with it. Had I caught any more than that today, I probably wouldn't have been able to keep up with what I got today. I do have one fly that I bought last year. Even though I wasn't fly fishing or even thinking about it, it was just there was a booth at the festival I used to be a part of, and actually the ones who want a CD for me. Um, but there was a guy selling a bunch of flies, and I just bought one just to show him some support, and just because that's what we do, right? And it's been sitting on my dresser for a year, and I think I'm gonna get that and just put it on here, and give it a try. I'm running this right up here close to this log. I mean, not the kind of log that Josh is messing with right now, but I'm just gonna cast it a couple more times, see what happens. Then I really do have to go. But this little MEPS comment minnow, because I've always used a bigger one. I've never used a smaller one. The bigger one I've caught all kinds of fish on. I say bigger one like it's still huge. It's not. It's maybe the whole thing's like that big. What is that? 3.5, 4 inches at the most. Yeah, I didn't mean to bring up the whole log thing, brother. Sorry. But it did make me think of you. Yeah, I caught 2 fish, and it's like, and look, that's the 2 first fish on the new rod, not new rod and reel. I caught a bass, which was a nicer bass than what I caught on my bass bait earlier, and then I caught a little bluegill that reel would have been jealous of. Appreciate everyone stopping in. Please give me a sub. Please give me a like. I hate begging for that, but it is what it is. But y'all check out my music. If you turn on notifications, that'd be a good thing. And I say that because August just started, and we're gonna be doing the August giveaways like in full effect right now. So you want to have your notifications on, so when I go live, so that you know about that. And then the members only. It's like almost like OnlyFans. That kills me. That's gonna be some other giveaways in there. So, and that's gonna be a little different. Like I take care of the giveaways in this part of the channel, but in that one, the members only ones, the money they put towards that's gonna go towards their giveaways. Of course, I'll probably add to it, but also, like I said, if you listen to my music on YouTube Music or just straight up watching the little videos, it's picture videos. That would be awesome. But I am on all streaming platforms and networks, so. I know, and then I retied this, and I'm like, well, let me make sure I tied it right. Then the sun came out, and I'm like, well, let me cast a couple times since the sun's out. You know, maybe that spinning thing will work a little bit better. And Josh, we're pulling for you, man. I'm 100%. I want you to know that. I was like, maybe that'll help. Let me let it sink down a little bit more. I was surprised at the little bass that I got. I mean, I was, but I wasn't, because I have caught all kinds of fish on these. I don't know if I showed y'all a good look at what it is, but I've always used the bigger one. It's the Mepps Comet Minnow. And it's an awesome little bait. It's if you're gonna look for one, it's sold over there by the Rooster Tails, which are awesome little baits. Yes, you will. I'm gonna go home, and my wife's gonna be like, well, how'd you do? I'm like, well, Josh didn't poop himself, so yeah, we're good. It was a good day. Do. All right, I'm finna leave, because I'm already looking at the lake going, oh, let me go try this bait over here. That might work on that spot. Like I said, there's a lot of fish in here. Just gotta get them at the right spot, the right time. And there's some big ones, real big ones. I do want to bring a couple jugs up here and throw some chicken on them. Put a catfish lure and just see if there's any catfish in here, because I have not seen any, have not caught any. But there's something big in here, and I really, whatever it is, I want it. And I'm afraid it might be a catfish. And if it is a catfish, and it's as big as whatever that was that hit my chatterbait, that thing will eat all the bass in here, even the big ones. And I want to catch a monster fish in my kayak. When I say that, I'm not talking sharks. I don't understand people that go out in salt water and fish for sharks in kayaks. I don't want to say they're crazy, because, you know, I don't know them. But that what they're doing is crazy. That's for sure. There ain't no way. That one guy had a bull shark come there and attack his kayak. You know, he's out there fishing. It's like, and he's screaming like a girl. And I'm like, what did you think was going to happen? You're out there putting bloody stuff all over your kayak, and the bull shark's going to come get you. It's going to eat. That's what they do. See if I can't get one more before I leave. Back over. So the more I'm casting this, the more comfortable I'm getting with it. Like I said, I usually like heavier baits. But now I'm going to probably stop by Walmart, get some other baits, or probably run up to Academy today at some point and see what kind of smaller baits, finesse baits that they have. And I'm definitely making, this is definitely making me want to get to a lake or a creek and walk up and down a creek. Creek Seekers, yeah, he's telling me about a creek in between him and I that has a lot of trout in it. Well, I definitely want to go there now. I haven't trout fished in over 30 years, so yeah, I'm feeling real comfortable with this one now. Now I'm gonna go back to my other ones and I'm gonna cast a glide bait and put it in a tree. Let's go, fishy. I'll let that sink, see what happens. Great Lakes Finesse. All right. Do they sell the little tube craws? Like looks like a little crawfishing away, but it's a tube bait. Yeah. Was he the one on the unicorn tube? By chance? Okay, yeah. I've seen that. Yeah. I mean, all that thing I'd do is just turn around and strike back for a second, and his whole day would have been just so. That video would have been so different. So I'm pretty much up against shore, but there is a drop off right along here that I'm kind of right around. I just want to catch one more now. It's a bug. It's a sickness. Yeah. I got a song that talks about it. I had someone tell me one day, like, Jason, you got a problem. And I'm like, well, this is the only problem I got. I'm more than all right. Well, I'm like, you know what? That's gonna be a good song, and that's actually what it became. Was more than all right. Check that one out. Y'all understand? I think y'all would respect that one. Yeah, I just pretty much went along that ledge right there when I cast that one. All right, we almost done. Good, nothing else. I'm getting hungry now. I only ate half my biscuit this morning, and I gave the rest of it to the fish. Oh, it's such a drug. I tell you what, I wouldn't change it for anything else. I love it. Like I said, I've already told my son hunting's coming up. I love hunting, but I'm probably gonna do more fishing this winter than I am gonna be hunting. I'll tell you what I do need though, if y'all could help me out. I need to find some kind of waders that I can use come wintertime. That I can get my foot in because I got my left foot is fused and I can't get it in regular boots. And if I do get it in, I can't get it out. I don't like the Walmart ones. I can get my boot, I can pull it and squeeze it and get it in there. But it took me and my son like 30 minutes, 25 minutes, I think it was, to get the boot off of my foot. And so I need to find something I can get in and out of. If y'all know of anything, please let me know. The sun's out. Got my spinner on there. I don't see anything following it. I'm gonna go try one more spot real quick. I ain't gonna go all the way to the other side of the lake, but since it's kind of close, so I ain't going far. Don't. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Speed bump. Pure Alaska, hey brother. Walter Shoes. It's like for real. I just screenshotted that. Sorry, that I'm gonna have to have you call me later and tell me. Yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna be going to. I'm actually really digging the Zephyr. Really didn't know how I was gonna feel about it, but it's really. I'm really enjoying it. Like how it feels. I'm liking how it casts. Getting a decent cast with such a small weight on there. I want to say this is the 1/8 inch or 1/8 inch, 1/8 weight. I just want to get it up over here by this lay down just real quick, see how it does. I did catch my second biggest fish over here, so I want to be careful with that, but I think I'll be okay. The second biggest one I caught, I want to say was 4.38. And I caught that right on the edge of this lay down right here. Caught it kind of deep. I'm used to having a longer, so I went to grab it to two-hand cast it, and I was like, I ended up grabbing it like that. I don't know. Pretty much whatever I can do. I wanna get out and do some more catfishing. I haven't done that for a while, but I know I'm gonna be out in my kayak also. But I don't really. Usually when I'm setting up my kayak and getting out in the water and stuff, I actually walk around in the water, and I really don't want to do that when the water's like 38 degrees. I will be doing deep fishing. I know that. So I'll be going places where I have like deep reservoirs and stuff. But and I say that, but it only gets so cold here. I mean, that's one thing about Alabama. We might get one or two blizzards a year, not blizzards, but I can't even call it a blizzard. They do, but we'll get like real good rain or snowstorms. And last year we had 2 days that were just miserable cold, and that happened to be the one day we went down to our new hunting club, and it was rough. Lone Star, thank you, man. I appreciate that. See, I want to get over there by that lay down, and now I get over here, and there's wind over here. There was not wind where I was just at. But I may even do, if I can get decent enough waders, get the do some of that creek walking and see what kind of stuff I can do in the creeks. Yeah, I mean, that's like I said, I'm from Michigan, so I understand the difference. But I get mad when I'm trying to drive in the wintertime, and now they don't get the practice that I had, but so it's not their fault. But there's I can't stand driving behind people when there's a little bit of snow. It's like when we had Snowmageddon down here, it shut down the city for like 3 days. I was driving home 80 mile an hour. It's just, and everyone else was like blinkers on the side of the road. They kept pulling over just because there'd be a dusting going across the road. There was no ice on the road yet. There was no accumulation yet, but there was snow coming down, and they panicked. Yeah, I'm good till it gets up into when it gets into the lower 20s. I start feeling it, and we don't get much of that per year, but we get it, just not very often. I remember when I was living in Miamisburg, I was out standing at the bus stop waiting for the bus with my daughter. It was -4 degrees. There was about 2 feet of snow on the ground all around us except the roads. So there's definitely a difference between north and south when it comes to that. Yeah, we definitely get the season days here. Just the summer stuff's more extreme, I guess, than the winter stuff. Oh, I hate Cincinnati. Last time I drove up 75, I fussed the whole time at Cincinnati. In fact, my ex still lives in Middletown. I actually moved to Ohio because my ex's family lived up there, and I knew I could leave her up there if I went up there. I felt bad anytime I tried getting away from here, so I just kept taking her back because she needed someone to take care of her. So, but she's good now, so that's what counts. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need $1,000 pair of waders. That just blows my mind. But I mean, I guess all that stuff's out there for everybody. Okay, so you know where. Okay, I know right where you're at. Don't be wrong. I don't stop in Middletown. I bebop. I kind of speed up a little bit when I'm in there. And so yeah, all right. So there you go. Actually, the song "Blue Collar Daddy," the guy talked about in that song 20 years later, is still over there in New Lebanon. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Oh, no doubt, totally understandable. I wouldn't need anything insulated like that. I'd be sweating the whole time. So, but yeah, I mean, you need it to survive, definitely. I got you, and I know where you're at in Tennessee too. That's just kind of funny. You're all over that 75 drive. That's 75 US. I've been up and down that 1,000 times. I know that road so well, the interstate. It's like when we used to go to Dayton a lot to see my ex's mom. It's like we drive and we just the halfway point to always stop was Joliet, Tennessee, right before going to Kentucky. It was always on 75. And actually the two parts I hate the most is Cincinnati and Atlanta. The rest of it I'm good with. Yeah, and the liquor barn actually there in Tennessee, I meant to write them a song and send it to them. I just actually never got around to it. Kind of forgot about it until we were just talking about them a minute ago. 70 likes, thanks y'all. That's dope. Okay, well, 120 is not bad. See, yeah, me too. And like, and now, it seems like I go up and down 75 when I gotta go home to bury people. I told my wife, I said, look, I'm just tired of going home just to bury people. I want to go on vacation up in Michigan. And so we drove from down here in Alabama all the way up 75. Of course, cut across in Georgia on 24, hit 75. We took it all the way up to Mackinac Island, Upper Peninsula. Oop. Well, yeah, I think my battery's about to die. I didn't bring my battery charger out here with me today. I did not count on being out here this long. So I'm actually going to go ahead and, because I don't like being out here without my battery. Especially if my wife wants to get in touch with me or something goes wrong with the truck. So, yes, I'm going into a tree. I got you. Here, let me back out. We'll back out. I was going to just mow through it, but. All right, y'all. So I can't even see my screen no more. So I'm going to bebop over there to the truck. See how long it takes me. I don't care what anyone says. This right here, this is the absolute life. It's beautiful out here. I ain't caught a lot of fish. What I catch? 3 fish, 2 bass, and a bluegill. And I got to talk with a bunch of really good people. And I cannot see my screen, so I can't respond. I can tell it's still on, but that's about all. So if temperature's good, I'm up to 85 and a half degrees now, so it is going up. The temperature's going up a little bit. But like I said, this is the coolest the water's been in a month. And I've been water skiing, but I've thoroughly enjoyed today. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day. I'm gonna go home and play with my grandbabies and my dogs, hopefully my wife, and then we're gonna have fun. And I'm an aggravator. That's what I do. And I love all y'all, and I appreciate y'all hanging with me. And I will get everything charged up. And anyone that goes live today, I will make sure I do my best to support y'all as well. So, thanks, y'all. Ooh. I can't see to end the phone call. Yep. Fish dude, what's up? Oh yeah, 57 is awesome. So, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live, and I'm gonna let my phone charge. I just plugged it into my truck right now. So, but again, there's where I spent my morning today, and this isn't a good reset for anybody. It's awesome, but I definitely appreciate all y'all stopping in, hanging with me. Thank y'all so much for the likes. Um, if someone in here hadn't subscribe. Just leave me a comment on one of my shorts or something so I can get a notification. I'll sub back. But again, love y'all. Catch y'all next time. Thanks, guys.